Yeah, we will be absolutely linking to the Glasswing Ventures AI palette in the show notes. I was checking it out just before we started recording, and it is magnificent. Yeah, so it covers across classical machine learning techniques like regression, classification, clustering, deep learning approaches like the ones that you highlighted when you were speaking a few moments ago, Rudina. So things like recurrent neural networks, convolutional neural networks, graph networks, and transformer architectures and attention. It talks about feed forward neural networks, and ensemble methods. So a lot of what you were just describing, people can get lots of detail on that if you're not already familiar. And some ones that actually we haven't mentioned yet on air, but are also super powerful, like unsupervised learning for unlabeled data sets, semi-supervised learning to blend supervised and unsupervised approaches. Um, you even get into reinforcement learning a bit.
Yeah.
This really covers the gamut.
Yeah, it covers, because I think when we get into supervised, unsupervised, or semi-supervised, we're actually talking about the how you're training the algorithm. So think of it as a framework: architectures, techniques, how you train them, what are the various combinations, and also zero sort of loss minimization, and then you tie it to the data sets and use cases that are generally more applicable. So that's why I didn't use the term framework lightly. It's actually a framework that I hope we open source to make it valuable for the ecosystem and the startup community.
Yeah, something that seems immediately useful to me to startups is you could be thinking about what kind of data do I have? What kind of moat do I have from the data that I've been collecting from my users? Refer to your AI palette, and then from there think about, okay, by the mapping that you've already done the hard lifting on, mapping data to different kinds of machine learning techniques, you can think, okay, I have this particular kind of data that maybe nobody else has out there from my users, from my platform, or from some other approach that the startup has used to collect those proprietary data. Go to your palette and see, how can I be leveraging these data that I have for some kind of machine learning model that provides value. Very
E-
cool. Thank you.
Exactly. And or you are a founder who comes from a particular industry that has identified a deep problem with big budget if you're B2B, and in need of a must-have solution that previously wasn't solvable. Now with the advances around machine learning and AI, one can. So you know what the use case would be. You don't know where to start from there. You can also start from the use case and say, what kind of data do I need, and what would be the best machine learning approaches to tackle this problem. So one can pick the thread from any possible sort of, whether it's the algorithmic side, the data side, or the use case side.